All right, we are back for part 2 of lesson 4.2. So, you guys, there's really no difference in this one there was in part 1, except for in part 1, I gave you all the points for your slope on the graphs. So I gave you the 2 points and you just had to count between those two. Well, most of the time when you get a graph or when you have an assignment that has a graph, it doesn't have the points on there for you. It just has the line. So we're going to practice in this lesson actually learning where to put the points on the line so that you can count your slope from there. Okay, so let's start by reviewing. Do you guys remember the 4 types of slope? Hopefully you're saying yes right now and thinking about them in your head. So the first one we talked about went up from left to right, which was called positive slope. Then the opposite would go down from left to right, which would be negative. Then we had our flat driveway, which has 0 slope. Remember, this was when there is a 0 over a number, which is okay to have, and that equals the 0 number. Or when you have it straight up and down, and this is undefined. And that's when we have a number over 0, which means it's equal to no way, can't do it. This is the error in your calculator, okay? So remembering those 4 and how slope is rise over run, right? We're going to go up or down for our positive or negative, or we're always going to go to the right for our run, okay? In addition to that, remember it always has to be a fraction or a whole number, okay? And we have to simplify because it's a fraction. All right, so let's review with these two to remind ourselves where we left off last time. Okay, I'm going to start at the left-hand side every time. So I'm going to go from the top left to the bottom right, or right side to left side, no matter what. This one, I need to go down and then right. So down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I went down, so it's negative. And then 1, 2, 3 to the right. So my slope is negative 5 over 3. It is improper, but if I simplify it to mixed numbers, so remember we can't do that. And there's my answer. Okay? Next one, same thing. I have to go down and then to the right. So down 1, 2, 3 means it's negative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the right. This would be negative 3 over 6, but this simplifies. 3 is half of 6, so 1 over 2. Still negative there. Okay, so that's our old from part 1. And then we're going to look at the next section here. And as you can see, I've taken out the points. All right, so the only thing you have to know about this is that points have to happen where the line crosses exactly at a corner. These are called crosshairs. So wherever these lines meet up and something goes straight through them at the corner, that's where our point goes. So if you kind of look back at where we see up here on these, this is at the corner. So we have this guy that comes down here. This one comes across here, and the line went straight through the corner of it. So they put a point. This line comes here for the graph, across here, and the black line for our point goes straight through the corner. So they put a blue dot. So you're looking for where the corners are on the graph, right? All of these little corners. And where our line goes straight through those corners is where we put the points on the line. Now, the nice thing is you could put your points on 2 places and someone else could put their point on 2 other places on the line, and we're all still going to get the same answer. So I'm going to show you that too. So first thing, I'm looking for a corner. So you can see it goes to the corner here. It goes to the corner here, and here, and here, and here, and here, right? So this one has lots of opportunity. So let me just erase, and I'm going to pick any two, and then we're going to do two different ones to kind of show you. So I'm going to choose, what if I put my point here, and then I put my point at the origin? So I'm going to have to count up and to the right, up 1, 2, 3, over 1, 2, 3. Okay, so my slope would be 3 over 3. I can simplify that because 3 divided by 3 is 1. And it's positive because the line goes up from left to right. Okay, so let's change that. What if another person in the classroom decides they want their points to be here and way up here? So same thing, I'm going to go up and to the right, and I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you'll notice, that's 5 over 5. When I simplify it, it's still 1. So no matter what 2 points you pick, as long as they're on the corners, the crosshairs, then we're all going to get the same answer. It doesn't matter. They don't have to be the same 2 points every time. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense to you. So let's go to the next one. I'm looking for a corner. That's not on the corner. See how it doesn't exactly meet? So that one would be out. No corner here. No corner on the next part. We're still looking. Okay, I see a corner right here. So I'm going to put a point there. Then nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Oh, look, here's another corner right here at the end. Okay, so I'm going to erase these so that we don't get confused. Now, between those two, I have to go down and right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all that's old news. Down 4, we did this in the last lesson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So once you put your points on there, it's the same thing that we did in part 1. I just want you to practice on where do I put points at. Okay? So this would be negative 4 over 5. I can't simplify that, so there's my slope. Okay? So I'm going to drag this over here. Let's look at the next one. This is special. I hope you're remembering. Okay? Are we in O or are we okay? Be thinking about that. So rise. Well, if I put my point, it goes actually through the corner of each one of these, right? Because it traces along the line. So any of those are fine. If I have to go up or down, I can't to get to the next one. So that would be 0. Then I have to go 1 to the right. Or maybe you went 5 or 6 to the right. Either way, it doesn't matter what number goes underneath because this would be okay, which means my answer would be 0. 0 slope, flat driveway. This is possible, right? We can have a flat driveway. Now, if you're unsure ever and you can't remember the OK or the NO or the flat driveway, then type it in your calculator. If you type 0 divided by 6 and hit equals, it's going to give you the 0 that you need for your answer. So don't be afraid to double check. Okay? So next one, we've got, again, points anywhere that you would like. I see I can put one here. And I'm going to go up here to this one and put a point. Okay? Maybe you're choosing to do it someplace different. If I do this one and I go up and right, up 1, 2, right, 1, 2. So 2 over 2, divide it, and you get 1. Again, if you would have chosen something like where I started but ended up here, you would go up and right again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 over 4 still gives you 1. So any 2 will work as long as they're in the right spots. Okay, let's go to the next one. So I have any points where I want. These again go through all of these corners. So get a Get 2 on there is all you need. Okay, if I want to go up and down, I just have to go 1. Okay, so there's my 1 over. I can't go left or right, so that would be a 0. Okay, here we go again. This is my NO. I can't do it. If you type it in as 1 divided by 0 and hit equals, it's going to say error. That's because this is undefined. Okay, there is no number to describe it. You can't have a driveway that goes straight up and down. It can't happen. Okay, all right, let's go to the next one. I see a corner. Let's see. I see one right here. Okay, and right. Let me see. I see one right here on the corner. Okay, so up. I'm sorry, I'm going to go down this time. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So down 3, right 2. So we would have negative 3 over 2. And we can't simplify, so this would be our answer. One's a little bit trickier. Okay? Now, these are the last 2. So how about you pause the video, see if you can do them and get the same answers I do. Okay? So I have my points here, and I'm going to pick right here. Up and over. So I go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 over 3 simplifies to 1. And there's my slope. Last one. Hopefully you're okay with these. I'm going to blow this up just a little bit more so we can see. This one didn't come out very good here. So I think I see a point here on the corner, and again right here on the corner. So I'm going to go down and right. Down 1, 2, 3, 4. I went down, so it's negative, and over 1. So my slope is negative 4 over 1. And when I simplify that, I get just negative 4. Okay, hopefully those are okay for you. Again, nothing new there, just practicing it without points, because sometimes that can be a little confusing. Let us know if you have any questions.